There once was an idea to assemble a group of remarkable people. An inventor, a sculptor, an animator, an engineer, a model maker, and more, all tasked by Walt Disney to build the world's first immersive theme park. They would go on to call themselves the Imagineers. Over the last 70 years, the Imagineers have been designing, building, and testing some of the most advanced technology the world has ever seen. And it was the work of these very people that made 10-year-old Michelle believe that one day she could be one of them. This week, Michelle will have the rare opportunity to learn from the legendary Imagineers themselves.
We're giving you new data points.
No, you're giving me a heart attack.
To try everything from dimensional design
This is quite challenging.
to animatronics
We're gonna be animating this.
Whoa.
to even getting to engineer her very own Star Wars droid.
Oh my God.
And if she does well enough, just maybe, something she creates will end up in the actual park.
You will allow this to be in a park?
If it can walk, then it could actually go.
This is the story of a young girl getting her one shot to live out her childhood dream, and to honor that young girl who once dared to dream big. As Walt Disney once said,
We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. We call it Imagineering.
challenge accepted.
I'm so excited to go inside and see what actually happens behind these doors. Garrett, should I wear the ears?
I don't think you should wear the ears.
It's spirited.
I'm
Is this unprofessional? At Disney? Is this lame? See now, Garrett, if you try to disagree with my ears,
this
you're gonna have
is-
thousands of people in the comments saying, ears,
So
ears,
this is payback
ears.
because in the CSI episode, you wanted to wear the detective's cap.
And I should have. I should have worn a double-billed Sherlock hat, and you didn't let me. And that was okay because it was a professional choice, but this is Disney! I've got to play it cool, right? No ears, just my ears, human ears.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi!
Welcome to Walt Disney Imagineering.
Thank you.
My name's Josh. I'm an executive R&D Imagineer here.
I'm so excited. My dream would be to do something this week in one of the departments I'm trying that will actually end up in one of the parks.
Well, let's see. We might just be able to make that happen.
Yes! Also, I did elect, after much debate, to wear these mouse ears. Is this professional?
I think for today, it looks great.
Okay.
You want to come inside and check it out?
Yes. I'm so excited.
Come on
Thank
in.
you.
Michelle is getting an unprecedented level of access inside the hallways of Imagineering. We are typically very secretive about our process.
I actually applied to Disney Imagineering right after I graduated school, but I didn't get the job. And so I'm really, really excited to be here this week to get a small taste of what once was my dream job.
Michelle is going to try her hand at just a few of the over 100 disciplines here at Walt Disney Imagineering.
Oh my gosh! Lori! Hi, I'm Michelle. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi there.
This is the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh.
Welcome
Wow.
to Disney Imagineering in the model shop.
Wow. This is so cool.
Walt Disney and the Imagineers were famous for using scale models to bring their blueprints to life.
This is a 1/8 inch to a foot scale model.
They believed that seeing something in 3 dimensions helped them better understand the feel of the space, like how guests would move through it, a way to test light, and even sight lines.
What do you mean by a sightline?
So let's say you're this little girl in this yellow dress, right? And then you bring your eye down and see what she can see from that point of view.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're using the sightlines to confirm that every angle the park is viewable in looks nice?
Yes, we know what it looks like from every angle.
In this challenge, we're gonna ask Michelle to take a spire from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and scale it down to half size using her own dimensional design skills.
Let's grab a measuring tool and see how tall this thing actually is and get started.
Okay.
Let's try this one.
Okay. And after a few quick calculations, we are ready to start carving.
Start to take away material from around this circle. So you can just
Okay, just
bring it toward
freehanding.
you.
I'm very nervous about dimensional design because this is a destructive medium. Once I cut something out of this rock face, I can't control Z to put it back.
Have you ever carved anything like this before?
No, I haven't. This is definitely my first time doing this.
So we would normally maybe make this piece in 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Maybe. Wow, that is so fast. I feel like I need a whole day.
And not only can I not undo anything, I also have to complete the spire within 20 minutes because that's the expectation of a dimensional designer.
This is a rasp, and you can make line work using this tool.
That already adds so much, doesn't it? Working next to Lori made it immediately obvious why Imagineers are considered some of the most talented people in the world. While Lori was casually making a masterpiece, I was struggling to keep up.
I think you've got about 10 minutes left.
Oh my God, oh my God.
How's it going?
I'm trying to just like get the general shape of this.
I see it.
And this. But this is quite challenging. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to visit Galaxy's Edge. What I was most impressed by was the attention to detail, from the droid tracks in the cement to each and every crack in a spire.
You can look at these attractions side by side, model and what's in the park, and so very, very close. They would take this entire model. It'll be used as construction for all the areas of creating this land.
I definitely did art class growing up. I struggled with the idea of letting go and making something even if it's bad.
Just the organic process of going for it.
Right, because I feel like in math class, there's one answer, and that's easier for my head to wrap around versus something so beautifully qualitative like this.
I hear that though. Some people are linear thinkers. You want to take your piece and set it on that base there, and we'll put this piece in the background, and we'll see how they look together. It's totemy, huh?
Totemy.
Little totem pulley. I can see the shape that you got. Look at that. You
Right.
got that.
But it's
And your
still,
lines are in
it
the
feels
right place.
man-made. It doesn't feel natural.
Well, with
Yes,
time.
yes.
With time.
Yes. The initial task Lori gave to me was to replicate one of the spires from Galaxy's Edge, and I didn't accomplish that. I feel like I totally botched the scene we were filming, and when I struggled to do that, I just froze. I froze because I felt like I couldn't think of the right thing to do and that I couldn't make a correct creative choice. And something I really appreciate is that Lori, when she saw me struggling, suggested that I turn my spire into a different segment of the park. You know what? What would you think about a Little Mermaid themed rock? Something you would see on the edge of the sea near the Little Mermaid ride, maybe at Pixar Pier.
So you would want some seaweed type
Right.
of plant life, lots of color.
Now that was not supposed to be what we were going to film together at all. And to even have the creative flexibility to change the course of our filming plan is something I appreciated Lori challenging me to do.
Do you want to create a pathway
Okay.
of how we experience this?
How do we experience this? I feel like this is a
nautical
rock
piece?
you're walking past.
Oh, okay. So maybe there's a walkway.
My brain is very binary. Either I fail and it's a 0, or I succeed and it's a 1. But Lori comes in and creatively suggests, how about a 2? But you know what? I'm happy with my 2. It does feel like it's coming to life a bit.
It does. Let's give you a person. That really changes the scale, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very large experience. All right, so you created a model.
Kind of, yeah. Like when we walked in this room and just saw the blocks of foam, you know, obviously we originally were trying to replicate the existing rock and turned it to something else, but I am so surprised how much it transformed in such a short amount of time.
Right? And that's exactly what the process is. So here we don't create models to make a perfect thing. We create models as a study tool. So we're going in one direction and then we switch directions and now it's become this and now it's become that.
So it's okay
and
for
this is
things to
yours.
change course.
Often we'll hand something over and they go, oh, that's perfect for this other area that I was thinking of. Or let's make it all look this way, or let's move the theme in this direction or that direction.
But Lori could tell I was still struggling, so she offered to introduce me to someone who has mastered the trial and error process of creation. But I didn't realize she meant living legend, Lanny Smoot. Hi, Lanny!
Hi, Michelle. Nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. I'm such a big fan.
I'm a big fan also.
Seriously?
You do all kinds of stuff. I can't believe it.
Lanny Smoot is one of the most prolific inventors of our time. With over 100 patents to his name, he has helped develop everything from flying ghosts to living lightsabers. Lanny is also one of only 2 Imagineers ever inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much for this amazing honor.
The other was Walt Disney himself.
This is the Holotile floor. This is the only multi-user omnidirectional treadmill floor in the world. So I think we're going to allow you to do something sort of special.
Michelle's gonna get a chance to try her hand, or should I say feet, at walking on the Holotile, as well as some interactive fun.
They are also going to allow me to try the Holotile's max speed setting, something not many others get to try. But I have to work my way up in speed to prove to Lanny that I won't lose my balance. How many people have actually set foot on the Holotile and tried to walk on it?
You know, I don't know if we have a record of that.
Not many.
It's not a lot.
All right. Well, I'm happy to be a guest on
Yes.
this experience.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, straight on second. Okay, so just start walking around.
Nothing's happening
Nothing's
yet.
happening, and then you'll slowly feel it start to move under your feet.
Whoa, it's waking up. Ooh, oh, now we go. This is such a strange feeling because on a treadmill, I almost wait for the belt to move
Right,
me
the
before I
belt
feel
is
comfortable
moving you.
taking a step.
Yes, this floor is undoing each of your steps.
With every step I take, the Holotile uses LiDAR sensors to motion track me in real time. The floor then makes its own decisions to adjust the direction, speed, and orientation of tiles to keep me in the center, no matter which direction I walk.
So what's going to happen now is it'll be about 50% more responsive than what you just
Okay.
experienced. So I'd start slowly and a little carefully.
Twice as fast.
Twice as fast. And in this case, again, the floor is trying to keep you in the middle. So
Right.
when you circle, you can tip over into the middle. You don't want to do that.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, and aim.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is so strange. It's amazing how quickly it responds to
Yes.
if you change speeds or
Its
directions.
acceleration is incredible. It will easily match a human being's movement. So, yeah. Let's go full speed.
Okay, great.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
If the Imagineers are the Avengers, then Lanny is Tony Stark. Because getting to walk on the Holotile has felt like trying the Iron Man suit. And so now that I've proved to Lanny I can handle myself at top speed, I wanted to see if Lanny would let me try one last thing with his invention.
What is it that you want to do?
Well, we've seen people walk on the Holotile. We've seen people sit on the Holotile.
Yes.
But I had a few other ideas of ways we might be able to push your invention.
Like what ideas? What's that?
Has anyone ever slept on the Holotile?
I can guarantee you 100% no one has ever slept on the Holotile floor or tried to sleep on the Holotile floor.
We're giving you new data points.
No, you're giving me a heart attack.
And in an effort to get me off his precious Holotile, Lanny tempted me with another magical invention.
I heard you mention Rise of the Resistance.
Yes, sir.
So now that you've been on it, if you go out of there and go down, you know you can build a lightsaber, right?
Yes.
But you can't build this one.
Oh my gosh! This is some Mary Poppins stuff. How did you do this, Bill? How do you keep pushing the envelope?
Curiosity. I like to have something like a Holotile floor or a lightsaber myself. And if it doesn't exist, I want to make it so that I can enjoy it and share it.
Seeing the love and joy in Lanny's face when he talks about his inventions reminds me of when I was a kid, watching Imagineer That on the Disney Channel. It was seeing all the incredible Imagineers so passionately speak about their work that inspired me to want to be an Imagineer myself one day. The time has come.
Time for what, Michelle?
It's the sponsor of today's episode, Odoo.
Odoo? What's an Odoo?
It's an all-in-one business management software that helps you streamline your business's workflow. See all that
that confusing paperwork, Odoo can handle your accounting, inventory, and sales all in one place.
That's some serious business.
In just a few clicks with Odoo's website builder, you can create a sleek professional website. Just drag and drop the features you want, no coding skills required. Plus, it comes with a custom domain name for the first year.
Let the computer do the work for you. Wait a minute, my cousin's a computer.
Time to kick things up a notch.
Do me next. Do me next.
You can check out secret deleted scenes of Challenge Accepted on our custom Odoo-built website below. Click the link in the description and try Odoo for free for 14 days. And thank you so much to Odoo for sponsoring this portion of the video and for making episodes like this possible.
How much do you know about lines?
But the pressure is on. Because I still have yet to create something that will actually make it into the park. And so I'm really hoping I find some luck at my next stop in the Animatronics lab. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm Michelle. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
At Imagineering, audio animatronics are our version of our storytelling robots. They bring our characters to life in entirely new ways.
Nice to meet you. Oh my God. I literally did not even see that when I walked in. What is this?
So this is a audio animatronics head, similar to something you might see in one of the parks.
I know NDAs and secrets are a big thing around here. Is this from a particular character?
So this is...
Oh my gosh.
Today, we're gonna be animating this.
Whoa. So you program, you animate. What is the difference between the two?
I'm a little bit more at the beginning of the process. I'll work with a lot of different teams to build a digital puppet for Avi to animate on top of.
Animation is creating emotion and acting through the texture of motion. So the way we would define a success, right, motion on the figure is great. Then do we believe it, right? Do we have that believability? Do we have that texture of motion that makes it feel alive as opposed to robotic?
So I'm going to program an emotion.
Yes.
And you will tell me if you would allow it into the park.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Animating a Disney animatronic is a big task. We really want guests to not think about the technology or the mechanical system and have an emotional connection with a character. Even animating something as simple as an eye blink can take a really long time and a lot of experience and skill.
So this is the show that you just saw.
This one's a bit freaky.
It's definitely different to see them like this.
Yeah.
So just we're going for a particular like emotion expression, whatever comes to mind.
So I pick the emotion.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so I've selected the eyes. These boxes are basically the various puppet strings that you have to move and explore. So now I'm like lifting one eyebrow.
The technology to animate and puppet these machines has become impressively intuitive compared to where it started over 60 years ago. At one point, Disney animatronics were programmed by a human puppeteer, mainly original Imagineer Wathel Rogers.
Now this contraption here might look like something from outer space, but it's actually a control harness for programming the actions and gestures of our audio animatronic figures.
It took entire rooms full of hardware to be able to record the movements that would be used in a show or ride. Now, Imagineers can do everything from a single laptop.
We're trying to animate a surprised expression. So it's from here to... This is basically a YouTube thumbnail face.
No, I know, the one was like, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll just kind of give you a quick example here. S is how you make a keyframe.
What's a keyframe?
A keyframe is essentially a snapshot of an important pose in an animated sequence. The animator creates a series of poses, or keyframes, and spaces them out on a timeline. Then, the computer will automatically animate, or interpolate, the space in between the poses, giving you the animation.
So you have a keyframe for the start position, a keyframe for the mouth open.
Exactly. If we play this now, right, so that's a little bit slow. So then we'll kind of be like, well, what if we make it faster? So we'll move all the keyframes closer to each other.
Yes, that looks better.
Yeah.
Oh, can I try?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so can I look at your graph from the mouth and then animate the eyes concurrently on top of it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start with the main keyframes, which are eyes closed, eyes open. So I'm just gonna say eyes end up open here. Let's see what we have so far. Okay, I'm asleep. Whoa, I'm surprised. Shouldn't the mouth come like slightly more close, do you think?
The uncanny valley is when an artificial creature just doesn't look right. And it's a really dangerous place to be for a character. So Michelle's going to need to adjust those movements ever so slightly to get out of the uncanny valley and make something that truly feels and looks alive.
I would grab the jaw, and I would grab this whole curve, bump it over probably like 3 frames to the right.
So what you did was basically make them slightly separate of one another.
Yeah, so they're not exactly on top of each other.
So a bit more natural.
Yeah, because it
Do
can't
you
be
just
everything.
have a mirror at your desk that you like make these faces into and figure it out?
When I get stuck, I film myself in slow motion and just do this, like scrub it on my phone or something.
I am quickly realizing how intricate this process is, because there are so many details that can be adjusted to manipulate a character's performance, like which parts you move, the speed they move, how they move in conjunction with the other parts, and moving a keyframe just 1 frame can drastically change how the end performance feels.
There are so many things that happen in a human face. And so just to get one single expression requires so much work. Okay, we're gonna have
You just
the
gotta
eye.
deselect.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, Z. Oh, what did I do wrong? The mouth feels a little bit delayed. It needs to go further to the left.
Yeah.
And after an hour of designing a single facial expression,
Now it feels super delayed.
it was finally time to see my full animation.
Let's just see it on the model. So, Avi and Kamryn, be honest with me. Would this go in a Disney park? Let's see. It was over so fast. We did so much work and it's over so fast.
That's 1 second of animation about.
Oh my God. On a scale of this is never leaving this room to this is definitely going in the Disney park.
I think with a bit of polish, it could get there. You know,
Everyone who works here is so generous and nice.
no, but it's like, you know, like this is the building blocks, right? Like
Right.
early stuff will be very rough like this to kind of get the vibe and the overall intent out there before we put all of that extra work in. With that polish and with that more time going in there, that could totally turn into a piece of animation in the park.
But unfortunately, my 1 second of animation will not have a Disney debut. Meaning, if I want to get something I make into one of the parks, this next stop is my one last chance.
Oh my gosh! Oh, hi! Hi! Oh! Oh,
Hi.
This is so cute!
Welcome. So these are our BDX Droids.
Oh my God!
And they're excited to see you and hang out.
You don't mind if I introduce you?
Yes.
So this is Oscar. Please say
Hi, Oscar.
We have Besh here, and this is Red. They're excited to meet you.
They are
right?
so cute!
So the BDX Droids have spent a little bit of time at Disneyland and on a cruise ship. And actually, we need more. So what we would really love is if you would help us build another BDX Droid.
Yes.
Should we jump in and do this?
Yes.
Are you ready to build?
Yeah, I am.
So come with us. Andrea's
Okay.
gonna lead you through this.
Oh, awesome.
Michelle's not only going to meet our BDX droids, but get a chance to assemble, themed finish paint, and then operate them in a very high stakes environment.
So Andrean, what are we gonna do first?
Well, we're gonna build a leg because he's missing one, obviously, and then
Wow.
we can actually make it walk.
This is like a very complex IKEA build. That's the extent of my building experiences on IKEA furniture. Okay.
So the first step of the droid build is to assemble the hip motor.
If we build this right, you will allow this to be in a park?
Yes, if it can walk, then it could actually go.
I hope I'm doing this right. This one's not going. Yeah, I made a mistake. I chose the wrong screw.
If it's not perfectly straight and it's like at an angle when you tighten the screws, it's basically gonna fall or just not work or look weird.
Thanks for your patience with me.
No problem.
Okay. Foot?
Yeah. Now you can install the foot and the ankle motor.
This.
Which is this one, yeah.
And little by little, each part is starting to fall in place. Or at least, so I thought.
What's happening?
Well, the zero of the motor is not exactly where it should be. So
Was that me? You can say if it was.
Yes.
What did I do?
No, it's okay. I just have to turn the output of the motor and we're gonna be fine.
This is part of being an Imagineer, right?
Yeah.
Creative problem solving?
Yeah. Last motor to install.
Oh my gosh.
Almost there.
So close.
We're gonna do the wiring.
These are so fragile, it feels.
Yeah. Okay, now we're ready to slide in the full leg.
This is a big moment.
Screw it down. Now I think it's good.
My heart's racing. I'm very stressed because this one is quite tough.
Yeah.
It does feel like I'm doing surgery. This is the last step. This is crazy.
We should be able to
So can we turn it on now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now is the big moment. We're going to see if the leg we assembled actually works for this droid. I really hope this works. Okay. That's a hefty battery. What is happening now?
We're gonna hang it, and then it's gonna go through all the degrees of freedom.
Okay, so this is a safety harness in case we messed up. And by we, I mean me.
Okay. Now you can move. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay. Please work.
Oh, error.
Error?
There's a problem with the communication with the right ankle pitch.
What does that mean?
It means that we have to rewire.
Okay. All right, well, what do we do? We take it down and take it apart again? Okay.
And this is the reality of being an Imagineer, trying something that seems impossible, failing, and trying again. And if I've learned anything from doing Challenge Accepted, it's that allowing yourself to fail is the only way to truly grow.
Round 2, here we go.
Okay, ready?
I really hope this works.
Okay, no error. That's a good sign.
Okay.
Oh, it's moving.
It's moving! Yay! Oh?
Okay, the head.
Oh?
Okay.
Is it working?
Everything seems to work. We're gonna check if it can walk.
It's making noise.
I really hope this works because we want to make something that is park ready.
Standing. Now can it walk?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is it working?
Yeah.
Does this count as working?
Yeah.
Hi! This is so exciting.
You did it. It works.
It works.
It's park ready.
It's park ready.
Okay, let's go.
And with my droid able to walk, I was told he would get his grand debut during the May the 4th celebration in Disneyland Paris.
Every year on May the 4th, Disneyland Paris transforms Discoveryland into a Star Wars fan celebration. And this year, Disney is debuting their interactive BDX Droids.
But before my droid can walk around Disneyland Paris, he also needs to look the part, which takes me to color design.
I'm gonna walk you through the color design process through a BDX droid.
The goal of color design is to add aesthetic touches to my droid. These make it feel alive and a part of the universe it's from. This can be done by sanding.
You're inducing some damage.
Yeah.
That already helps so much.
Dry brushing.
We're trying to make it look like the paint is worn off and it's showing this old aged metal underneath.
And finally, adding a wash to give it an aged look.
Brush it on while the surface is wet and then remove it. It stains the surface and gives it that extra layer of aging.
Pretty quickly, we brought it from this to this, which is so impressive. Thank you so much. This was so cool.
And with my droid fully painted, he is finally ready to make his Disneyland debut.
Cannot wait to see the reaction
of the guests in the park today. It's really meaningful to me because I loved meeting the droids for the first time and they made me so happy. And it would be really cool to be a part of something that makes a lot of other people happy too. He's actually gonna be performing in a droid show here in Discoveryland. We're gonna watch, I'm so excited. But before he goes on stage, I'm gonna get to see him. Hi! Hello, Greg, it's me! Oh my gosh! You look so great! Your leg is working! Yes! Yes! This is the front plate that I painted back at Imagineering. Give me a spin around. I want to see the whole piece. Ah, looking good. It is so cool to see all of these elements coming together, all the detailed painting, the engineering, and the robotics components. We're gonna see them perform in front of a crowd now. I'm so excited. It's my baby. My heart. Seeing the guests react and connect to something I helped build was definitely a full circle moment. It's crazy to think that Imagineering was the first job I wanted as a kid, and it's what inspired me to pursue a creative career in the first place. And I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to work with some of my childhood idols to help create magic for a new generation of kids. The same magic that inspired me when I was their age. And if I'm lucky, maybe even help them discover their own creative spark.